Land degradation is a serious constraint for sustainable development in many regions of Ethiopia. This situation becomes very clear in and around the twin lakes Abaya and Chamo in the Southern Nationalities and Peoples region. A simple look at the map shows the dramatic condition of Lake Abaya, which appears brown on satellite pictures, whereas Lake Chamo still looks rather clean. The difference in color is due to sedimentation, material that is coming down from the surrounding land that most often is overgrazed by cattle and suffers from poor soil and water conservation in agriculture. The land has been stripped of trees as well, and all this is leading to massive erosion. Arba Minch University, strategically positioned between the two lakes, has an important role to play here. As the problems are complex, several scientific disciplines are needed to understand and address land degradation, soil erosion, poverty, food security, healthcare, and ecological conscience.
Ini akan adun dan suara kalian. Ini ada yang tidak tahu. Hara, dekat. Hai. Hara, hai. Kau. Bahagia. Wah, mana tanah? Wah. Wah.
አዎ መጀመሪያ ልክ ነው። እዚህ አካባቢ በዚህ ነው ሜዳው ነበር። በታች በዛ የረ ዝም ብሎ በሜዳ ነው ሜዳው። ዝም ብሎ አፈሩን ሳይጎረገር ዝም ብሎ ነው ሜዳው። ከዛ የጀመረው ታች ነበር። ከስር ነው ጀምሮ የመጣው ወደዚህ። ትንሽ እዛ የቀበሌ ግብ ማሳ ነበረች። እዛ አፍሲት የሚባል ግብ ነበረች። እዛ ላይ ታች ጫፍ ነበር። ትልቅ ጫፍዋን አቋርጦ ውሃ ወደ ማሳ ማስገባት ጀመሩ። ከዛ እሱ ውሃ ታች ማዶ ነበር። ከማዶ ያቋረጠ ወደ እሱ ገባ። ትንሽ ላለው ነበረች እንደዚህ።
So this is the place where the inflow Kulfo River is coming, bringing a lot of sediment, and I see the lake is so much brown here and with a lot of sediment. This place used to be a highly hot spot for tourism area. Tourists come here to see large crocodiles. In one shot you can find up to 70-50 crocodiles basking here with a lot of sandy space beach. But now gradually this changing the watershed also will affect not only tourism, even each species will be affected cascading here. how that area is now, as you see, is covered by grasses, because the sediment covered all these sands. More than 1 meter deep sediments are coming. So those this used to be area for breeding, even for the crocodiles, but now the crocodiles, there is no place. They have migrated to the Ganjule Island. The last I saw is in 2012. So now it is completely gone. So we can see also here, we can compare. This is a Saki disc for water transparency. So we can check whether until the disc is disappearing from my eye, and then I pull up. So this is, can you give me a ruler? So it is 10 centimeter. You can only see 10 centimeter from here. That means you have a lot of sediment. It's like a baya. A baya is 11, 10, the depth. So this area now is becoming lifeless. Before there are fish here, pelicans and crocodiles. So you see one factor, sediment, also soil, which is a very, very important for human. You lose it in the watershed, here it becomes a pollution, and it affects all the species. So you see this white, these are zooplankton. Most of them are copepod and some daphnia, but the number is very low. So if there is no light and there is no food for the zooplankton, if there is no enough zooplankton, there is no enough fish. If there is no enough fish, no crocodile, no birds. So see, simply this is how the food chain cascade from bottom to up. So this is very dangerous for the lake. So we can compare this from the other side.
ድካሜ አይደለም ያገኘው ብዙ መረቦች ባዶ ናቸው።
ሁለት አሳ ምን አይነት ነው ማሳው?
አንድ አምባዛና አንድ ነጭ አሳ ነው ያልበርች።
ምን ያህል በኪሎ ይሆናል?
ግፋብል ነጩ አንድ 3 ኪሎ፣ አምባዛ አንድ ተኩል 2 ኪሎ።
ኦኬ። ያው እኔም ያው ከልጁ ጋር ከሰራተኛው ጋር ዞርኩኝ። ያው ምንም የተገኘ ነገር የለም። አንድ አሳ አግኝተን ነበር። እሱ ያው መረብ ላይ ተበላሽቷል። ለየው ነው እንግዲህ የዛሬው ውሏችን።
እንዴት ነው የምንቀጥለው? ቆይ በዚህ ሁኔታ
በጣም ከባድ ነው ላይፍ ከዚህ በኋላ ይከብዳል። አልተቻለም።
Now we are very far from the inflow area. So as you see, this is from the inflow area, more sediment and less sediment, and then it's green. It's not only a sediment, but it is an algae here. So this is a food for zooplankton. This is not a food, this is a sediment. So when the fish are really starving, sometimes they can eat. Now the abaya fish, they depend more in organic sediments. In Chamo, because they have more algae, but you see the green ones are algae. So you can see the color difference, also the transparency, and then you can see the water. So this transparency this should be like Chamo used to be like this. You see the difference now? How they are moving?
እንግዲህ አሁን የሚገኘው ገዣ ደን ውስጥ ነው። ገዣ ደን እንግዲህ ከአያቶቻችን የተረከብነው ትልቁ ደን ከሚባለው አንዱ ነው። ገዣ ደን ያው ስፋቱ 364 ሄክታር ሲሆን ከ364 ሄክታሩ 191 በተፈጥሮ ወይም ኢንዲጂነስ ባሉ ትሪዎች ያሉትና ሌላ ቦታ የማይገኙ እንጨት ነው። በውስጡ 56 እጽዋት ዝርያዎችን ሲይዝ ግን ደኑ እንግዲህ በጣም ሰፊ ነበር። የሰው ኃይል በመብዛቱ ምክንያት እንደገና እርሻ መሬት መስፋፋቱ ምክንያት ከጊዜ ወደ ጊዜ ከዚህ በፊት ከ20 ዓመት በፊት ተመናምኖ ብሎ ቀንሶ የነበረውን አሁን ላይ እንግዲህ ወደ ነበረበት ለመመለስ መንግስታዊ ያልሆኑ ድርጅቶች የተወሰነ ስራ እየሰሩ ነው ያሉት። ለምሳሌ አርባ ምንጭ ዩኒቨርሲቲ ማህበር አደራጅቶ ችግኝ ጣቢያ ላይ ማህበሩ ያው አገር በቀል ዝርያዎችን አፍልቶ እነኚህ በጠፉ ቦታዎች ላይ እንዲያለሙ ለማድረግ ማህበር አደራጅቶ ችግኝ ያፈሉ ነው ያሉትና ያው በነበረበት እንዲቆይና እንደገና የጠፋ ቦታ ላይ የመተካት ስራ ይሰራል። አሁን የሚገኘው እንግዲህ ሲሶተ ችግኝ ጣቢያ ውስጥ ነው። ሲሶተን ችግኝ ጣቢያ ውስጥ ያው ዘርፈ ብዙ ጠቀሜታ ያላቸው ችግኞችን ነው የምናፈላው። ይሄ አሁን እንደገና ለአፈር መሸርሸርን የሚከላከል ችግኝ ነው ይሄ የምናፈላው። ይሄ ለምሳሌ ግራር ነው። እሱ አፈሩ ተሸርሽሮ እንዳይሄድ እንዳይታጠብ የሚያደርግ ችግኝ ነው። ሌላኛው ቀርቀሃ ነው። ታጥቦ የሄደበት ጋይሊ ኤሮዥን የፈጠረበት ቦታ ላይ ተክለን እንዳይታጠብ ታጥቦ ወተታች ሄዶ ጫሞ ሐይቅ ላይ አጠቃላይ ስናይ ያው እዚህ ያለው አብዛኛው በአካባቢ ጥበቃ አፈር እንዳይታጠብ እንዳይሸረሸር ያው ከዚህ በፊት ብዙ አፈር ተሸርሽሮ ታጥቦ ሄዶ ብዙ ሰዎች ላይ ጉዳት እርሻ መሬት ላይ ጉዳት ስላደረሰ ያን ሁሉ ለመከላከል ነው ይሄን ያሰራን ያለ ነው።
The problem we had is deforestation, cutting trees, and unsustainable agriculture. And then these are direct impact first to the climate change, and also sediments are coming directly to the lake, excess sediment and nutrient. This will affect the food chain structure of the lake. No algae means no food, so no zooplankton, so no fish, and finally crocodiles, and all this biodiversity is declining, and gradually this lake is dying. Now we can see when we move to pelagic, it is fine, and the outflow area is very clean, white. But if we don't do anything, then we will lose the same way like we lost Lake Abaya. That will be really sad. So that's why I am saying we are the last generation to do things. So the effort we started from small, now it is growing. People are collaborating. Hope we can make some change before we lose this thing.
Hi, Kulli. Attono ምንድነው? ምን ዋጋ አለው? ገና ነው እባክህ። ገና ነው ገና ቅቤው ውርውረት ተጋበል ገና ተበስተበስ አድርግ በለው በእናትህ ፈዟል እኮ